This week on Let Us Eat.
This is good. This is like an In-N-Out burger.
Right?
Howdy, y'all. It's your boy Evan, back for another episode of Let Us Eat. Today we're going to Chinatown to hit up my spot, Burgerlords. The food is so good there. And I'm joined by my good friend, Ryan Peete. She's an avid singer, committed scholar, accomplished author, and also she's on a reality TV show called Meet the Peetes with her family. I'm super excited about this interview and about this food. I gotta introduce you to my cousin. Her name's Alex, and she was actually on the show a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, totally.
And she's a singer as well, and her sound is very like 90s R&B, very
I love
sick.
it.
She's dastardly with the vocals.
Oh yeah, please. Like
Yeah.
I'd love to. Yeah. I listen to a lot of like Hiatus Coyote. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sick.
Yeah.
So tell me about this internship you've been doing.
Yeah, so I'm interning at this place called Sync Shop, and it's basically a company that covers sync licensing for Sony. Music supervisors will reach out to Sync Shop if they ever want to use a song that's by a Sony artist or any artist under like the Sony Music Entertainment label. So anyone from like Columbia, RCA, or Epic. Day to day, I like download and upload a lot of music. I have to record a lot of shows. I have to file a lot of folders. I pitch different songs. I watch shows and look up at different like TV pitches and stuff, and have to figure out songs that would work with it. Yeah, it's super cool. It's really interesting to see how like music and TV and film tie together.
Oh, totally, yeah. In addition to doing sync, you also make your own music, right? So I've heard your song "Tie It Up," and I really like. One of my favorite things about you as a singer is the timbre of your voice.
Oh, thank you.
It's so unique.
Actually, I had to write that song for our family's like show.
Yeah.
And they one of the storylines on the show is just like, oh, Ryan meets up with the producer and records a song and blah blah
Oh,
blah.
okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
so I just wrote that for that.
Do you have any other songs on the way?
Yeah, I mean, I have been writing a lot of stuff. I've been at school. I've definitely have been super influenced by the people around me, and my whole sound has completely changed. So I'll definitely let you know, and you'll see it and everything.
Yeah,
so.
I'm super excited for it. You're on this show with your family, Meet the Peetes, and you said you did Tie It Up for the show, right?
Yeah, for the first season, it was. It's called Meet the Peetes now. It was on the Hallmark Channel,
Right.
but it was on the OWN network for 2 seasons. And the first season we ever did it was when I put the Tied Up song out. I was still in high school when I did that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean we've been doing technically been doing the show for 4 years, but 2 years on the OWN network, 2 years on the Hallmark Channel.
Right.
And it's been a trip. I mean I wake up and there's 30 people in my house every day. My whole house is rigged with cameras. I wake up and just lights everywhere, and I have to just shoot scenes and stuff. On my off days for my internship, I literally from yesterday, for example, I shot scenes for the show from 8 to 6, and I just plow through them, and it's been really cool so far.
I know family is something that's really, really near and dear to your heart. I mean, it just sounds like it based on what you're saying, and you guys have this show together as a family, and you go on road trips and stuff. So, and I know that family is something that you address in your books that you've written with your mom. So you've written 2 books, Same But Different and My Brother Charlie. And I was really curious to know what it's like to write books about something so personal to your family, but in a way that relates to other people. You're trying to, when you make content, you're trying to relate it to others. So what's that process like for you?
When my mom and I decided to write My Brother Charlie, our children's book, we mainly decided to do it because my brother, who has autism, was getting bullied a lot in elementary school, and I grew up with him. I've always seen him as this wonderful person, but not everyone understands what autism is and how to talk to people who have it and everything. And so my mom and my dad came in to our class one day and just sat everybody down and explained to everybody who my brother was and like what autism is and how it's not necessarily something that people should make fun of, and it should be something that people should embrace. So then it inspired me and my mom to write a children's book where we can just discuss all these things in a book and just basically teach kids that no matter who you run into and if like they have any differences or anything like that, it doesn't take away from how special they are, how important they are as as people, you know.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's so great that you're able to find, like I said, find a way to, you know, relate it to other people, because, you know, all kinds of families have all different kinds of things that they have to deal with, and, you know, for you to see a problem, you know, with your brother getting bullied, and like you found a really creative solution to that. So like, I very much commend you for that. Like, that's great.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, with Same But Different, it was the same thing. I mean, that whole book, it's more of like it's like 200 pages, and it's mainly like a chapter book, easy read, geared towards like 11, 12-year-olds. But that book was also written because when my brother got to middle school, he was being like seriously bullied. Like, people would like make him pay for things, and they tell him to like say inappropriate stuff, and like,
that's so just
yeah, they were just like really, like, people were really disrespectful to him, and you know, all he wants is to be included and to like,
right,
you know, have friends and be embraced. And
he's a great dude.
Yeah,
like, he's the homie.
Yeah, you know, and it's sad because people were just really taking advantage of how naive and just like how just desperate he wanted to fit in. And so with that book, actually, I journaled a lot about middle school and how he was being treated, and how, you know, he was being like targeted at school, and how it made me uncomfortable. And then he also wrote a bunch of journal entries about how he felt. And it was just such a weird time because I was wanting, you know, naturally being like the protective sister, being like, hey, don't do that because it's awful. But then my brother was like, hey, no, these are my friends. Like, don't get in my way, you know? And it sucked because, you know, at the time he didn't see how these people were taking advantage of him. So again, I was like, all right, time to write another book.
Yeah.
And it's basically just a story very similar to my brother Charlie, in the sense of just like helping people understand that people see the world differently, and overall just, you know, embracing people that are different.
That's great. I also understand you received an award, right, for one of them?
Yeah, I got an NAACP award for my brother Charlie, and then Same But Different was nominated. We didn't win, but like still super cool being nominated. Yeah,
that's power, right?
Yeah, I have my award just like in my room. It's like I just like look at it sometimes, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That's
I don't even know.
Sick.
Yeah,
that's like so sick.
Yeah.
Like, I bet that's like so empowering. Just like put on This Is America, and you're like, yo, like,
it's like, hi, this is a thing I have.
Yeah,
it's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Here we are at Burgerlords.
Oh, yes, we are.
Just pulled up.
I'm excited to eat this burger. You said it was better than the Impossible Burger.
Yeah, but it's better than the Impossible Burger, which is saying a lot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. First bite impressions.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, right?
Oh, this is really good. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is like an In-N-Out burger.
Right? It's like actually like In-N-Out, but like vegan. You're so right.
This burger is so good. I can't get over how... Wow.
Yeah, right.
I can't believe this isn't like real meat. That's like so trippy.
Right?
That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's absolutely crazy.
And it doesn't really look like a real burger. It looks like a veggie burger.
Yeah.
But it tastes like a meat burger.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't it, Johnny? Catch me here once a week.
Honestly, yeah. I wish I lived closer to Chinatown. I'd be here all the time.
What? Why is this the only one?
I know.
Like,
We should bring one to the valley. We should make a petition.
Yeah, definitely. We should they should have like a drive-through. How crazy would that be?
That's actually a really smart idea. They make a lot of money if it was like it doesn't even have to be like a big deal. Like it can just be like a really small, like cute one.
If you want some of these animal fries.
I'm okay with it, thank you. Are those vegan too?
Yeah.
This is literally vegan in and out.
Yeah. It's dope. It's like our prayers have been answered. So your mom has created this organization called HollyRod, right? She's been doing it for a while. Mm-hmm. And every year they do this design care event, right? So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So my mom's foundation basically is focused on both Parkinson's and autism. My mom's dad was diagnosed with Parkinson's in the 90s, and he passed in 2002 because of it. Mm-hmm. And so my mom naturally was just like, okay, let's raise awareness and let people know that this is like a real thing. And despite the fact that, you know, people have this disease, you can still like live your life and do regular things like everybody else. Mm-hmm. And then when my brother was diagnosed with autism, she tied that into the foundation as well. And so basically it's just her foundation is rooted in both Parkinson's and autism, and just raising awareness about it and just making opportunities happen for families that are affected by both of these things but don't have the resources to like help themselves. Mm-hmm. And so every year my mom has this event called Design Care, where basically it's an event where we raise money for these families that are affected by autism and helping them get treatment, because it's super, super expensive. Mm-hmm. And same with Parkinson's as well. There's a fashion show every year. Every year we choose like a different like house and backyard to like rent and like turn into a space. And yeah, it's always like a really cool musical act every year. Like Neo performed one year.
That's my guy.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was the only one off the top of my head. A bunch of other really cool. I think Stevie Wonder also did a year as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I want to say he did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like, kudos to your mom for like being able to, like I said, find the intersection between, you know, culture and fashion and entertainment and media and activism in a way, you know, and like in health services. Like, that's great. Mm-hmm. That's so wonderful that she's using her platform like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's, you know, when my brother was diagnosed, I mean, we were in the very lucky position where we had like the resources and the access to like help him and like put him into camps and get him occupational therapy so he can like talk and stuff. Because when he was first diagnosed, he had no like sense of communication. He wasn't able to like formulate sentences. Now he's working for the Dodgers and like drives and does his own thing, and he's really just living his life. He honestly has this shit more together than I do.
Yeah, dude, Rodney is balling. I mean, like he's at the Dodger games just like flossing.
Yeah,
like,
he literally just hangs out with the players, and they all love him and support him. You know, doctors just, you know, kept saying that he wouldn't be able to make friends or like do sports or like have a job or drive or communicate, and he does all of those things, and it like with flying colors. Like he's such a vibrant spirit, and I look up to him and like love him so much just because he's taught me that, you know, really, like we talked about this earlier, but like, you know, life really just doesn't have any restrictions. Like, you know, he has autism, but like, so it doesn't mean that he can't do
he's
things
the
like
homie.
everybody else. Yeah,
like we go to the skate park sometimes. I haven't seen him in a minute because, you know, I've been back and forth between school, but like we like skate sometimes at the skate park, and like we always hang out. Like, what's he doing these days?
Honestly,
besides working at Dodger Stadium.
Literally either working for the Dodgers or shooting the show.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But it's like really grueling. Like his hours are like insane sometimes. Like sometimes he'll have to leave to go to Dodger Stadium to like pack up for the team to go. Yeah. At like 1 a.m. and like sometimes he'll leave at like 4. Sometimes he won't get back home till like 11. Like real late. Like he's like being worked. But yeah, I mean, he's just an awesome guy, and my mom's foundation is just more so to just prove to people that like though people are like born or develop disabilities, it doesn't, you know, prevent them from living normal lives like everybody else.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I'm so happy like for your family that you've made so much progress, you know. Like, that's great.
Yeah, my mom also does a lot of events at aquariums too, because at least my brother, he's always like aquariums and like seeing the fish and everything calm him down. And aquariums have always been very good for people with autism because they just like, they're very soothing and like relaxing. And so all across the US, I think even in Canada too, like my mom has had aquarium events where she just invites a bunch of autism families and they can just, you know, be themselves and just do
That's great.
the things that they do and just and yeah, it's really
That's
yeah,
so
it's cool.
wonderful.
Yeah. It's fun
You know,
and important.
definitely important. You know, like a lot of people say that like you have to try your best to find the good things in a bad situation, and like it sounds like you've really hit the nail on the head.
Oh,
with that one.
totally.
Like,
Yeah, totally.
that's great.
Honestly, it was like a blessing in disguise. Like, my brother's such a wonderful person. I wouldn't
Yeah.
change him for the world. Like, he's just
Exactly.
so... And especially just seeing how much he's grown, too.
Yeah.
Like, he just, like, is funny. He just, like, spits out jokes. He has, like, a sense of humor. He's so comfortable in his own
Yeah.
skin.
It's great.
He's awesome. He's such a
Yeah.
great, great guy.
So what's your songwriting setup look like? Do you use a guitar, piano? Do you have like a little mic that you use? What's your setup look like?
Yeah, I just have a mic. I forget the model. It's just a cardioid mic.
Yeah.
Audio Technica. It's...
Hey,
Yeah, good, yeah.
what kind of headphones? Audio Technica?
Oh yes, I do
Dude.
have Audio Technica.
Yeah.
I literally have them in my backpack, like
Yeah.
with me, because I use them for work.
They're so nice.
Yeah, they're the best headphones.
Yeah.
And you know, I just have my little like Scarlett 212 interface, and like,
Nice.
I write songs on guitar, and I record all my demos myself. And then I just like sing on them, and then sometimes if I like think of something, I'll just like, I have like a small MIDI keyboard that's like a USB.
Right. What brand is that?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so I just like, yeah, I just like, that's like my, like, it's very, very condensed, but that's
Yeah.
like my like songwriting setup and stuff for whenever I want to like make a song and such.
Yeah, that's dope. All right, so I just want to give a big shout out to Burgerlords. Their food is super delicious. It's basically like In-N-Out but vegan. I got the vegan cheeseburger, vegan animal fries, vegan shake. So it's the actual bomb. I'll probably come back like tomorrow because it was so good. And yeah, Burgerlords, Chinatown. Got Ryan Peete.
Thank you for having me on the
Yeah.
show. And,
Yeah, of
like,
course.
buying me a vegan burger. It's so
Yeah.
kind of you.
Of course.
Always so good to see you too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So much
good
fun.
when we link up. Yeah.
Yeah, literally anytime.
Yeah.
When you come back, you should hit me up so
Yeah.
we will.
Let's do it again. Yeah.
Yes,
definitely.
1000%.
Yeah.
So good, so good.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a good day.
Don't you forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't you forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do it!